Hey there, everybody. Welcome to our Survivor 44, Episode 7 review and reaction. I am Big Mad. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. I am about to be a cannon that's just being shot out in all these different. I have a lot of takes. I am angry at Probst. I am angry at production. I am angry at Heidi. You finally get airtime, and this is what you decide to do with it.
Oh my goodness.
I am I am I am a big Matt fan. I will say that out of solidarity. I will also completely counter that part of that because I'm going to just be frequently debating myself throughout this video because I'm so emotionally spent. I am in the Ron Burgundy glass case of emotion, guys.
Listen, I completely understand. Listen, I really like Matt too. Losing Matt was, it was really heartbreaking. You could see everything that he went through to sort of like get here and the things he had to overcome to even be there. I completely understand. I have anxiety issues as well, which, stops me from doing all kinds of stuff. And seeing somebody like Matt, who's like, I have a lot of anxieties, I have social anxiety, and look at me, I'm on Survivor. Those are always people that I want to root for. I'm like,
Yes.
man, if he can do it, then, maybe I can get out of my shell and do it too. You never know, right?
Yeah.
So watching him leave, man, it was tough. But at the same time, he's like got a lot of tribe members still there. And he's part of a duo with Frannie, who's extremely strong and probably maybe gonna be the winner. Could be my Carolyn, could be your Frannie. But you know what I mean? Like, was it the wrong move for the actual people there? Maybe not.
Okay.
Is this the wrong move for all of us that love that?
Okay. Before we go any further here, and I unleash the inner rage of 1,000 suns, be sure to hit that subscribe button. You want a spaghetti squash? I have a spaghetti squash. It's for all of you. You all subscribe. You all watch the entire video. It's really nice. You can make a lot of pasta with. See, this is my solidarity. We did not have any fruit in the house. You're getting is a spaghetti squash a fruit? I think it's a vegetable.
Listen, there's no papayas in this house. This was the best it was going to be. I haven't grocery shopped in a little while. So, spaghetti squash it is, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you love a spaghetti squash.
Who doesn't?
And you want to continue to be along with us for the Survivor journey. We're also covering Succession here at the channel.
Yes.
And if you saw that last episode, wow. Like, you need to check out that review from us. Yellow Jackets coming up a little bit later this week as well. Blacklist, of course. Ted Lasso will have, review up next week. So hit that subscribe button. Also, follow us over on Instagram.
Yes.
We've got lots of cute little bunny pics going up there. I mean, it was Easter over the weekend. Matt and Just TV.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try to compose myself here because this is the...
Are you though?
I'm really not. Okay.
No.
Here's everything I'm mad about. First of all, I'm furious at production because this is dumb. This is dumb. You guys already had the merge. You even had your nonsensical, oh, you have to earn the merge. Okay, you guys already did that. And now you're splitting everybody up again. I'm not going to sit here and act like this is the first time they've done something like this. Like, they've done it before, too, and I was mad about it then. I can be mad about it now still because it's just
you can.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is, you guys made the merge. You made the merge. You all deserve to have the opportunity to get out who you want. If this is technically the merge and last week wasn't the merge, you could have had merge boot Danny this week based on the edit. But no, we have to have another twist because Probst is like back somewhere, taking drinks of a something, and he's just like, let's do this twist.
Listen, it would have been way more interesting to have kept Matt, especially since he figured out what Danny did to him.
Yes.
Everybody came together and it's like, oh yeah, there was 2 idols in that cage, a real one, a fake one. Matt's like, I was the one that, got in that cage and there was only one there. And who's it that led me to that key? Danny. Cool. I'm sitting on the fake one. That could have really been an interesting storyline that played out this season.
Yeah, we lost this awesome story by this just really terrible twist that they throw out there. I will say that in the aftermath of the twist, the people who are in that group, Brandon, Lauren, Jamie, yes, it makes sense for them to get rid of Matt. It's the right move. I'm not going to be so delusional to sit here and be like, they should have kept Matt. However, here's where things get interesting. Heidi, You finally you get something. Congratulations, you get this control a vote
Mm-hmm.
advantage. This is what I do not get for the life of me. You decide with all of your I don't know, I'm gonna run my own game sort of feeling that you're gonna take Lauren's vote and have Lauren vote Jam Jam, making it clear that you want Matt to stay. So even though Jam Jam stays, Jam Jam's gonna not want to work with you now because of what you did here. And then beyond all that, you could have just went to Jamie and said, "Hey Jamie, why don't you cast a vote for Lauren?" And then Matt and Jam Jam could have voted Lauren. And yeah, I know that Lauren has the extra vote, and maybe there's some other math that doesn't make it work or whatever else. But you could have done something a little bit more than this. I don't think it's a good move for Heidi. I understand why everybody else did. That's my TED Talk.
Yeah, no, I kind of didn't understand it either. I mean, besides Carolyn, Jam Jam is kind of on an island on his own. He's done the best that he can. I mean, we saw him come back from Tribal where it was like, "Hey guys, ha ha ha,"
Yep.
sort of like making some jokes, and it works. It's a really great way to disarm people. He even said it at Tribal Council. Yeah, I use humor as sort of like a shield, but it does also work to kind of break through and, make connections with people. If you can kind of poke fun at yourself, you can poke fun at other people, it can all be in good humor, right? But besides that, and that part of his social game, he doesn't really have anybody besides Carolyn. So what is the big game move to get out somebody who's, just not connected enough to make any really big moves? Matt is the guy that's in that position. I mean,
Yeah.
there was no real way for Heidi to know anything else to kind of be like, "Hey, let's throw some votes over here, guys, or do this or whatever." I know we've had Tribal Council where everybody gets up and starts whispering
Yeah.
and whatever, but I mean, that didn't happen here. Instead, she was just like, "Okay, we'll get out the person who's just like the least threat right now that has nobody but Carolyn, because that's a great move."
Okay,
Question mark.
here's the other thing you could have potentially done here, Heidi. And yeah, this would not have made a difference, but maybe at least in doing this, you don't burn Jam Jam, and then by extension, you don't burn Carolyn, which, by the way, Carolyn and Jam Jam now being like this close and Carolyn being this emotional over him and they're like screaming at each other half the time. Pure gold, but
Listen, I think that Heidi was kind of in, a raw situation anyways, because if she put it on Jam Jam, then Carolyn's going to be upset. If she had put it on Matt, we're going to have Frannie's upset, and Frannie's so far, especially this episode, proven to be, quite a beast, and she's very social and she's got a lot of good game, and it was gonna go really badly kind of for Heidi, whoever she puts on. Yeah, Jam Jam's staying, and now he's gonna be like, "Oh man, how could you," kind of thing.
okay, I just got it. Okay, Heidi, here's what you should have done. Here you can take this advice. Go back in time, back to when you're playing Survivor, and then you're gonna do this. You're gonna use this advantage. You're gonna tell Jam Jam to vote for Lauren. It's not gonna change anything, but Lauren's gonna freak out. Lauren's gonna play her extra vote. She's gonna burn her extra vote. And then you know what? Guess what? You still have Jam Jam. You still have Carolyn maybe on your side. Maybe that's what you. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. That may be it.
Yeah, I mean, it could have caused a little chaos if she picked someone like Jamie to have to vote for Lauren and then left it kind of in the air of, well, did Matt and Jam Jam also decide to vote for Lauren? And that would have for sure made her, get her really nervous to be like, "Oh man, I got to use my extra vote. Something is going awry here at this point." But I mean, this was a tough advantage because she didn't talk to anybody. And there was no way to know what was going on. It really was basically a shot in the dark with a vote.
I really don't like this advantage either, by the way, just because it's sort of like you guys in your little group of 5, you're already getting hosed in a way that you're having to do this after the merge.
Mhm.
So it's like you're getting doubly hosed where it's just like, oh, one of you is immune. Brandon was immune because he did the best in that challenge. So it's like, okay, you're getting hosed again by that. And now one of you may not even be able to vote because of this other thing with the keys. So it's just like one sorry situation after another, which once again, Probst, this is all your fault. You don't don't need to have this much power. We're going down this slippery slope where the game has become more about what twist can we throw out instead of being like driven by the actual people.
I know. We watching Big Brother, guys.
It just annoys me because you have a really good cast, and I wanted.
Yes, this is a really
Yes.
good cast. You know what annoys me is
What?
that their like, special treat is always like what's on the craft services table. And I understand that the peanut butter jelly sandwich and all that comes in like into play all the time every
Yeah.
season, but like truly, like
Yeah.
if any of you have been on a set, you know that like peanut butter and jelly and having some chips is like
Yeah.
the cheapest thing that's on the craft services table.
Okay, this is 11 minutes in. I'm about the scalding hot take. Please still subscribe to the channel. I'll still give you
Oh,
the
I
spaghetti
just gave
squad.
mine. I'm sure people are gonna be like, but it's
Oh,
nostalgia.
see-
Oh, it's a peanut butter
Okay,
sandwich.
that's what I'm going at here. You know the last time when I was like, you know what I really want more than anything else, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? I was 9. It's just like if I'm out on, like, I'll eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich if it's put in front of me, but like if I'm on an island, I want like a burger. I want like pizza. I want a big ice cream sundae. I don't want something that's like bread that has been like sitting in the sun and like warm jam and just like and peanut butter. I mean, unless you have something like they had something to wash it down with, it's not good. I am with you on this.
No, they're just like, Bob, go to the craft services table and pick up some sandwiches. We got nothing.
Okay, here's the other thing I'm really, really just insanely disappointed about.
Mm-hmm.
We had this golden opportunity with 5 people.
Mhm.
Jamie could have played her fake idol. Why didn't she play the fake idol that she probably thought was real alongside the 800 other things she has because she is the greatest Survivor player of all time?
Listen, Jamie's in a really good spot. Like, I know that, like, she likes to gas herself up, and we've talked about this
Yes.
at the channel of how, like, I'd like Jamie to just follow me around, gas me up for my whole life.
I know.
But she's in a really good spot. I mean, the only unfortunate thing is that nobody's taking her very seriously. And
Yeah.
if she makes it to the end, she's gonna have a very hard time explaining sort of how what are some of the things that she did besides just having a good alliance, because that's not really enough. We know that she's, got these idols, but she hasn't done anything with them yet, right? Like sitting on an immunity idol or an idol, it isn't helpful. It's not really making a move or something that you can kind of like if it's her up against Carolyn at the end, who also people aren't taking seriously.
Yeah.
Like Carolyn's got a list. Sure, her resume it's pretty stacked.
She's really thought out everything. And I think I've just, and I think Carolyn's case is still outstanding coming out of tonight. I'm just so upset because it felt like we could have had a really great Danny versus Lauren showdown at this tribal council, the way things were going before all of this. Now,
Danny
Yeah.
is lucky.
yes.
I'm just going to
yes.
say that because if this was everybody, I think Danny's goose was cooked. Like
Yeah.
after everything, that conversation with Matt coming forward and kind of being like, yeah, I think I've got this fake idol. So who has the real one? It's Danny. Okay, great. Danny thinks he's running everything. So Danny's not paying attention at all.
Yeah.
So this is the time to just get him out. He's not going to use the idol. He thinks he's running this show. Like
Yes.
it could have been.
I know.
Could have been. It could have been. But we here now, and we lost Matt.
We could have been something, Survivor. You could have done this for us. I don't know why I'm not talking like I'm in like a 1920s New York gangster movie, but okay. Now, all right. Now let's get even crazier for a moment here with this is the real tinfoil hat theory
Oh,
that
no, put your hat on.
Should Frannie have thrown the challenge?
Oh my
she-
goodness. I feel like I'm in a clown car now,
no,
and you're
okay,
driving me
here-
around,
here-
prying me in the face. Why?
Hear me out on this. So she's up there doing like the Jon Snow battling the whole group coming at her when it's just like her and like all these other people. If Frannie eventually falls, she's immune. So she's safe going to tribal with these other people that are there. Danny is one of them. There is still a chance that you want to get rid of Danny at that point. Carson, decides he's going to pick them. Carson has been established to be a pretty sneaky player, a pretty big threat. he's somebody you could have taken out. You would have been, you could have gotten rid of Kane. You could have sent him back to the dungeon where he can go and play with this D&D dice some more. You could have taken this opportunity and also saved Matt in the process.
She did take this opportunity to win this challenge and start to build her own resume, because she does need to start doing that. They are at the merge now. Like, she's played a good social game and everything that was going on, but she didn't have like that thing yet on her resume. This is it, and it's done at a good time too, because usually when it starts to get close to the end and you're winning a whole bunch of stuff that people are like, oh wait, we gotta get rid of that person, like things are getting a little too much. Like, she made the right choice. I think she made the right choice. I understand she could have maybe saved Matt by doing this, but I think she did the right thing for her own game.
Okay, I am going to stop.
People really like Frannie. They're not going to get rid of her.
I'm going to stop being an agent of chaos for a second, because I'm going to need more tinfoil to put on top of the tinfoil hat I already have.
Okay.
I thought about this Frannie throwing the challenge thing, but then I was like, also, you're right. She needs to build up her resume.
Not only that, but she, in some ways, this is going to be better for her game. She needs to not be part of a duo, and it needs to not be some sort of situation, because we have seen this so many times, especially on Big Brother, where it's like you've got, a guy and a girl that are, paired up together, and it's always like, this guy carried her. And I know that probably wouldn't have been the case with these guys, but it could have been. And that sucks.
This is the
We're 17 minutes in, so I've just said
Go ahead. It does suck.
You know what? It sucks. And it happens way more often than it needs to. And, Matt not being there anymore and Frannie winning that challenge the way that she did, where it was like she was the only person. It was like, everybody's still up over on the purple side. It's like, you go. This is it. This is for you.
This is a good move for Frannie, losing Matt. It is. That's the full tinfoil about it. It's that, I like Matt, but it's also just like, I think Frannie's a better player than Matt. I think she has more connections. It seemed like so much of Matt's game was, and maybe this is just the edit, but him wrapped up in talking about Frannie and missing Frannie and shouting to Frannie to bring his bag to tribal council.
That's the thing, he doesn't prepare, he doesn't bring his bag, he doesn't bring a shot in the dark, he lost his votes, like he's had such a hard road in this that it really is a lot of this game has been tied to Frannie.
Yeah. And she is now in this really interesting, I think, pretty good spot in that, she doesn't have an idol or anything like that, but I'm sure she and Matt talked about the whole Danny situation aplenty, even in scenes that we didn't see. So she's probably well aware of how Danny just really messed everything up. She can go after Danny. She's going to be thought of as sort of this free agent. She has shown now that she can win challenges, that she is really strong. She's very smart. I think we are getting set up now for a really interesting situation where here are the three most important people in the game now.
Okay.
Frannie.
Yes.
Your girl Carolyn.
Yes.
And Jam Jam, who has, by the way, Jam Jam completely rewriting history with the, I've never been in control of this game whole time playing his world small. It's like, dude, you were running the show for like the first little while in the Tika tribe. I don't know why you're all of a sudden forgetting this.
That was forever ago.
It really was, but it's like those three, like they're gonna be so interesting to watch moving forward now.
Yep.
I don't think that this Lauren, Jamie, Brandon group are gonna like run the show now. They're just, I mean, other than Jamie, who was incredible, I don't think Brandon and, Lauren have really like popped off the screen.
No, not yet. I mean, the three of them sticking together, they'll be able to do some stuff, but it's not enough to be able to run the table the whole time. They're just, the social game is just not there for those three the way that it is for someone like a Jam Jam who, everybody gets along with them really well. And it was for Matt too, who we've lost tonight, that was a really good reason to get rid of him as well, where it was like, oh, everybody really loves him.
Yeah.
Do we want to keep somebody like that around? I think that probably would be bad. I don't want to sit next to Matt at the end. Everybody loves him.
Yeah, this is why, it's just as mad and upset as I am by what production did here and how unnecessary it is and how much it feels like they're dictating the game. I get
Yep.
it. I absolutely understand the reasoning behind getting him out at this point. It's just, we'll see where things go from here. There's a lot of game left to be played.
Yeah, like I understand the move, but this could have been a bye-bye Danny night.
It could have been. This is why we could have been something. It's just we're
I
not.
just hope that Matt told enough people, like we saw him tell a couple people, that will remember that Danny has probably the real idol at this point.
Okay, well, we're gonna go collect ourselves. We want to make something with the spaghetti squash.
Oh, just to give it a hug.
Okay. Well, everybody, go and hug your spaghetti squashes. Let's just all pour one out for Matt, and also we miss you. All right, now just be sure to hit that subscribe button. We will be back with more potentially blistering takes on the rest of this season. It's really fun. We'll see you guys here next time.